The night before that, you didn't come in. And she said, sometimes I don't even see you till the next day or the next night. I was waiting on Marie to dig in that ass. I said, I'll wait. I'm going to wait. I said, how could she be that calm with him just waltzing his ass in the house like that? I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And I asked my husband, he said, baby, she take that type of shit. That's what type of shit she take. I said, maybe she is doing this because the cameras is on or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, somebody, either you gonna be yelling and pissed off, you know, or you gonna say, get the fuck out. Hey everybody, it's your girl Sassy Shantice. Welcome back to my channel. This is another episode, as you saw in the thumbnail, of Belle Collective. 3rd episode. Okay, so y'all, this episode was kind of sad, very informative on Marie's life and some of the other girls, but for the most part, Marie. I need to get to the meat and potatoes of this whole episode, which was very mind-blowing. This gets crazy, and yeah, I was very shocked about how her son treated her, and I just can't imagine if something like that happened to me. Like, you know, that's very heartbreaking. Anyway, Marie goes over to Letitia's house to explain what happened to her with her son, because it was an altercation that no mother wants. So Marie explains to Letitia that Jared, her son, wants to attend a college 3 hours away, and he shouldn't. You know, she was just telling him, you should not do that. You have to be here with your kids. You need to be able to raise them and see them. So I don't think that's a good idea. So yeah, that conversation went on prior to the altercation. So she's like, before I go get into anything with him, let me push record, because what she explained to Letitia was crazy. She said, and get this, y'all, this is where I'm just like, wow. She says that she records her kids' conversations when she is disciplining them, because they like to call her father and let him know that, yeah, she's being crazy, she's doing too much, she's all out of pocket here, she's, you know, she's out of hand. And yeah, so they call her father on her. So she, like, it's just crazy to me how, you know, you don't even put that situation into line. You know, you can't even correct that situation. No parent should have to record a conversation with their child when they are speaking with them, when they're having conversation with him, to show another adult that, yeah, I'm right, you see this? And I'm telling you, I got the proof right here, you can see that. No, honey, we ain't doing all that. Me and you, we're going to have a conversation and fuck what everybody else saying and think, because I really don't give a damn about that. And me and you going to do this together. And if you run back, and if you tell anything and talk about how you ain't like this and this ain't should have been this and I don't appreciate this and all this other bullshit, then you can fucking leave. Because that's crazy. She is answering to her father and them, whether she knows it or not. You know, and I don't understand why Marie doesn't see that. Anyway, girl, you got more problems than that. Maria's telling Letitia, yeah, so girl, I came home, I asked one of my kids, you know, where's Jared? And so they were like, he's downstairs. So she goes downstairs, mind you, she presses record. So she goes downstairs, she sees him packing up the TV that she claims she paid for, girl. You know what I mean? I paid for that, so you ain't taking shit out of here. So yeah, she asked him, where are you going? Are you leaving? So he says, yeah, I'm going to school. Okay, honey, what school is that? Because we had a conversation about what school you was going to go to, and it wasn't 3 hours away for you to be packing. So that already let me know something right there. So she says to him, when you get your things, make sure you have everything and don't come back. Girl. Hey. Girl, that pissed him all the way off. You hear me? Because all hell broke loose. Girl, this motherfucker commenced to cussing her out, honey. Yeah, cussing his own goddamn mother out. This is some lame ass shit. This is some bullshit. You on that bullshit. Girl, it was going. And they actually played the recording on the show. And I was like, damn, you talking to your mama like that? Like, that's crazy. Why? Because she said you can get your shit and leave and don't come back here. So he felt threatened, whereas, okay, if I leave, then damn, I ain't gonna have nowhere to come back to when I decide I want to come back and stop playing like I'm some motherfucking 5-year-old. You know what I mean? That's why he was mad, because he was not getting his way in the moment like she always does. Marie already said it. She gives him his way with everything. She gives him his way with everything. She buys him everything. This has been going on for a long time. She even proceeded to look in the camera and let everybody know. Look, I'm telling y'all now, if you're doing everything for your kids, you better stop. Because they will be spoiled and it will be hard to get them out of it. And I was like, wow. Ooh. You know, and that was something for me personally, because, you know, my 2 boys growing up, they didn't have much like me growing up. My daughter, she is more on the spoiled side because we are more established, if you will. So, yeah, she is a little bit more spoiled. Not even a little bit. She is spoiled, okay? And the boys, no ma'am. They are not. So I didn't have to maybe think about any of that with those 2. But with her, when she said that, I was like, oh, okay. So now I got to make sure I watch that. Because, yeah, my boys weren't privileged at all. My daughter, that is my daughter, honey. And yes, she gets everything and anything that she wants. And that's just the way that it is. You know what I mean? So, yeah, girl. So then she said he started cussing her out, you know, saying mean, foul things. But he said he hates me. You know, to say that you hate a person, you know, to their face is a bit much for me. You know what I mean? Even me, because I can go. You know what I mean? And like, I can go with the best of them, and that's just it, girl. You know what I mean? And I just think when you put I hate you in there, that is a whole nother coating of hurt. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's what she said he said. And I was just like floored about that, because I think some things you can just hold back and not say because you don't want to regret it later. So anyway, she said he started cussing her out, and he actually ran up on her, and she did like that. And I'm like, what? Ran up on you? And if she would have did like this, I would have been like, you know what, ran up on me? He must have like just kind of walked up onto her like aggressive or something. You know, I wouldn't have thought that he drew back, girl. She said he drew back as if he was going to hit her. The youngest son jumped in the middle of them and was like, no, Jay, no. Just like that. And I said, wow. She said she was shocked. He had never done anything like this before. The way that he treated her was not warranted at all, and that she is his mother, and that shouldn't have happened. She said when he drew back and the little boy jumped in, she said then he proceeded to hit the wall and punch a hole in the wall. She said then he proceeded to move further down to her house and punch 2 more holes into the wall. So yeah, he was out of line, out of pocket, acting like a wild animal all up and through your house. You know, what she should have did was probably call the police. You know, because at that point, he is tall. And I would put a picture up of Jerez, but I didn't get a picture. So, yeah, when y'all watch an episode, watch Jerez. He is tall. You know, and that's the thing, too. He used to play basketball, and he stopped doing that, too. So, you know, he could be frustrated about that. You know, I don't know. But, yeah, it's some situations here. So, yeah, and that happened. And then, you know, she was just real upset. And she cried so bad to her friend. And Letitia was right there for her, y'all. Her girlfriend, she has a sweetheart, because she said, you know, you a good mother, Marie, and you don't deserve that. You have been a good friend to me, and I don't know why he hurt you like that, but I understand how you feel. She said, because I don't know what I would do if my son did that to me. If he talked to me in that type of way or even treated me like that, I don't know what I would do. You know, and she sympathized with her and empathized everything you could for a friend. She was there. You know, and I just was like, damn, I mean, she cried with that woman, and it was sad to see. But after a while, honey, I said, you know what, girl, you have got to stop crying, honey. You got to stop crying, because fuck all that. After a while, your ass, you got to get mad, because he don't need to be doing that type of shit and disrespecting you in your own house. And then on top of that, honey, the other kids, they're going to see it. They saw exactly what just happened. They got a front row of the shit and how they could treat you if they felt like it. So you got to nip that shit in the bud. And what you should do is tell his ass he got the fucking row, because that's just goddamn too much. Going off, doing what you want, telling her you're not going to go to this school, after I'm taking care of your goddamn kids, all 3 of your kids, and then you ignore motherfuckers on the phone, and I answer the phone, and then I gotta do everything for them? You doing too much. I don't know why Marie is doing all this, but she's doing the most. And Marie is taking too much, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all in on the other stuff that she got going on next. So fast forward, honey. We're not even gonna get into everybody else. So fast forward to Jerez is getting ready to come to her house to talk about what happened. You know what I mean? About what happened. So Cedric walks his ass in the kitchen. Y'all, get this. Cedric walks his ass in the kitchen. Oh, you look nice. Okay. Marie said, I always look nice. So she proceeds to say, oh, so you ain't come home last night? Girl, what, honey? You ain't come home last night? Y'all know what he did? He proceeded to go in the refrigerator as if he came downstairs in his robe. You just walked in the house and you went in the refrigerator and got your ass some orange juice? Girl, you doing too much, Marie. And she having a clear conversation with him like he just walked his ass downstairs. I said, what? So Marie starts to say how, this is normal for them. They've been married for like 3 years. And, so they married and then they got a divorce because of infidelity. And so then they remarried and they have a child. I think she like 8 or something like that. But what the fuck is you doing? You sitting up there divorced because of infidelities. Then you turn around and not coming in the house again. She said that this is actually a pattern that he does. She said this is a new pattern. She said because the night before you didn't come in, the night before that you didn't come in. And she said sometimes I don't even see you till the next day or the next night. I was waiting on Marie to dig in that ass. I said, I'll wait. I'm going to wait. I said, how could she be that calm with him just waltzing his ass in the house like that? I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And I asked my husband, he said, baby, she take that type of shit. That's what type of shit she take. And I said, yeah. And he said, plus, I said, maybe she is doing this because the cameras is on or something. Like, what the fuck? Like, somebody, either you gonna be yelling and pissed off, or you gonna say, get the fuck out. But it was just like this mutual conversation back and forth. Like, this motherfucker has a right to even sit in your face and talk to you about anything. Bitch, I don't even know where you was last night. Why am I talking to you as if we slept together last night? So then he proceeds to tell her, oh, I was sleeping at the other house. I was at the other house. So they had a house on their own before they got married. So they never, when they got married, they never let their houses go. So they had their own houses. So you telling me if y'all get into an argument, if you feel stressed out, if he feels stressed out, if he just don't feel like being, in the house, then he can just go to his house? No, boo. That's not a marriage. That is not a marriage, honey. And in fact, you aren't even dating because he's very disrespectful. So disrespectful that you are letting your children watch you do that. Marie, no, honey. Marie, Jerez and your kids are watching you. And I don't understand what you don't get. Why are you being so nice? Why are you being a doormat? This shit is all out of line, out of pocket, y'all. And I'm just like, I can't even believe it. And then for her to come on national TV. Ooh, my wig is kind of tight right here. And for her to come on national TV and tell all her business, girl, you got too much going on to be telling, like, that's too much. What are you got businesses and stuff, and people know that you taking all this and going through all this stuff. That's too much. You need to get rid of them motherfuckers. I'm telling you, both of them in your house. When you get home, what you need to do, you need to change the locks. And when they come to that motherfucking door, don't even let their ass in. Matter of fact, don't even come to the door to acknowledge that they're there because they doing too much. They're doing too much to you, girl, and you are making more problems for yourself because the other kids are saying what you're doing. Honey, so she was like, yeah, and this is becoming a pattern for you. And yeah, and then he just standing there looking dumb. You know, he not even saying nothing. He just not even, you know, saying nothing, giving her nothing. And she just not even, you know, it's just seem like that's how they are. That's their thing. So then she telling him, well, Essie is coming up, her business partner, her best friend, / best friend. So, yeah, she coming over for support. I didn't know whether you was coming home last night. And I need her for support. Girl, why are you explaining yourself to him? You don't owe him shit. You pay all the bills. You already said it. Like, what the fuck is he doing for you? I don't know. I don't know, because the D can't be that good. It ain't even, I don't even know why I just said it, because that's not even worth mentioning. But, you know, the bottom line is you need to kick him out. Like, that's over. That's done. Like, and you look too pretty and too good, too successful, too nice, kind, generous, hot, all of that to be taken, and you deserve somebody else. Like, that's too much. So Essie comes over and they have a discussion. Her and Cedric get into a little scuffle about, you know, well, this is my marriage, whatever. Nigga, act like it. You know, act like it. People always want to talk about guys, niggas, whatever you want to call it. Always want to act like, oh, the best friend, she in the way. You always here. Bitch, you probably ain't never there. You probably always out doing you and being everything else with everybody else and not being there with her. So she has a friend who she's there with, and they kick the bobo and she tell her all her problems, or they laugh and kiki, whatever she needs her for, but you ain't there. And that's what he was upset about. So boy, bye. Ain't nobody got time to even talk about that. I don't even know why I'm discussing it now. So anyway, Jerez comes over, and yeah, they all sitting at the table. Cedric gonna tell him, oh, I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. Is that all you got to say to him? You ain't even no type of father figure. I mean, I know that's your son, you know, but you could be more supportive for your wife than that up against him. Say something to him. Let him know, you hurt your mother's feelings. I don't appreciate you doing my wife like that. You know, you got to man up and be a better son for your brothers and sisters. You know, I'm surprised at you. I'm appalled at the way you treated your mom. I didn't know you had in you something, you know, to get the wheels turning on, you know, the fact that you should be putting something in him. So Essie tells him, which Cedric should be saying, you know, backing up what Marie says, she be there for me, you don't. And so Essie was like, you know, telling Jerez, yeah, you know, you really hurt your mom. You really hurt your mother, you know? And he said, I know, you know. And he looked like he felt bad. To me, he looks like a 21-year-old who is probably out in the world and really don't know what's going on or what could happen to him until the shit happened to him. You know what I mean? He seemed like he was, again, spoiled, what she said. He just doesn't seem like, you know, a man. You know, and it's sad because he didn't have that father figure, you know, so kudos to Jerez, you know. But yeah, he needs to be a stand-up guy and not treat his mom like that. You know, I can't take up for that. And so, yeah, he was just like she said, you know, you really hurt me. You know, you made me feel worthless, you know, and he didn't really, you know, give her much on that, you know, or it could have been some editing in the show where we didn't see and he gave her more than that, but he really wasn't giving her nothing on that. And I just was kind of disappointed in him with that, because she poured her heart out. She said, you know, basically, again, she told him, you know, how you treated me just didn't warrant, you know, what I said to you, you know, that just wasn't right, and you should not treat me like that. I'm your mother. I do everything for you. I take care of your kids. I take care of you. I take care of this household. You know, you need to have respect for me. And baby girl, you're saying all of that. What you need to do is show his ass. You know, I mean, you have got to, it will hurt you to, when, I'm telling you, when them kids get out of line, you can't, and I don't, you know, for me personally, I don't usually put my business out there, but usually personally, I'm a really nice mom. You know, I'm my kids' friends. They're mine. They can talk to me about anything. I'm pretty cool. I like to stay fly. You know, I'm fun with them. We have a lot of fun. All of that. You know, I'm really, really cool with my kids. But at the end of the day, I have respect for myself. You know, and it's a lot of stuff that I do take from my kids, and, you know, just being a mom comes out of the love from your heart, you know. But at the end of the day, if you respect yourself like I do, all of that love and, oh, he mushy for me, and I'm so mushy for him and her, and that's my girl, and they just my babies, and all of that is good, girl. But when that disrespect set in, and you feel so disrespected, and this is not the way that it should go between me and you as a mother and child, all that shit goes out the window. We not having none of that. So what I will do is say, you know what? You gotta leave. You gotta leave, because I'm not doing this. You will not disrespect me. I'm not having it, boo. And when you decide to come back, you can come back. I'm not doing nothing to you. You can come back, long as you come back correct. But for now, what you need to do is leave, because we not doing this. I wasn't raised to do this. So yeah, you gotta go. And I've done it. So, I mean, it needs to be done. That's all I'm saying. It needs to be done. And, you know, I just wouldn't have it that far where I'm taking care of all these goddamn kids, and you think you can punch holes in the wall, cuss me out, all this stuff. Like, the shit has hit the fan. It's over. It's not no more discussion. Get the fuck out. And that's all it is, you know, to it. But yeah, y'all. So at the end of the day, he went on and apologized to her. You know, he gave her a little hug, one of them Gina and Pam hugs, like, okay, bitch. Yeah, right. One of those. It wasn't that bad. You know, I'm kind of exaggerating, but it wasn't no, yeah, Mom, I'm sorry, man. You know, I don't know what I was thinking. You know, bam, like one of them joints. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, she said that she was going to go ahead and get them some therapy for his anger or whatever. But, yeah, we'll see. So the next episode goes into, you know, his therapy and how that's going to probably, hopefully help the situation. You know, so yeah, that is all for this episode for Belle Collective. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit like. If you haven't subscribed and you just stumbled across this video, please hit subscribe. And guys, I will see you guys for the next time. And the next video is going to be the Beyonce Ivy Park. Okay? So I'll see you guys later. Bye.